What up, guys? Welcome to Barbell Brigade. I'm Bart.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Lou.
And I'm Silent Mike. And those are huge fucking missiles.
Whoa. Missiles? Whoa. Is that the East Coast pronunciation of missile?
Missile. Missile sounds like thistle. And pussy whistle.
Whoa.
Okay, so that was a
He's on so much gear, it needs to take some milk thistle.
Whoa.
If you guys could only choose one workout, or one movement actually,
Deadlifts.
for the rest of your life,
Deadlifts.
which one would you choose and
Shake
why?
weight.
Conventional deadlifts.
Why?
Most bang for your buck.
How?
Because it works everything from here down to the Mississippi.
No.
Yeah, bro. Well, what are you gonna do? Curls?
Squats.
No.
I would do
bro.
squats. What about
I would
you?
do squats.
You won't have a big back. You'll just have big thighs.
I'll have a big back.
No.
with
It sounds
squats.
weird, but I'll pick like a crosser movement. I like thrusters because
That's kind of
That is
I do
kind
those
of
at home.
cheating. It is kind of cheating.
no, it is one movement.
It
kinda
is.
cheating.
It is one movement, and it's a front squat for midline stability.
I choose powerlifting.
You have to squat and you have to press overhead.
I choose a complex.
No, come on, a thruster is a movement. Oh, so you're talking about like big three?
Just
Big three
one-
or a clean or a snatch, but not clean and jerk. Like clean and jerk, I feel like that's like
Two
things.
movements.
Yeah.
It's like choosing.
It's
a sled
categorized
bag.
as one, but
Because
Bicep
the
curls.
thruster, it's not like you're going like this. It's the front squat first, and then the hips, and then it shoots up. So it is kind of like
Like 10 movements.
two-part explosive.
Like
Okay.
10 movements.
so out of the big three, I think that because I enjoy it.
Or pull-ups, or any of the other ones.
Or
man.
bicep curls.
Bicep
Or
curls.
downward dog, for
crunches.
God's sakes.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
Or
I don't know. I like my thruster answer.
Let's do an experiment. 5 years.
hammer strength curls.
5 years, you squat and I deadlift, so you has a better physique.
Me.
Now, are you going for physique or athleticism?
All of it.
Or are you going for like just like you only get one just to be healthy?
Just whatever your goals are. So, for example, for me, like I didn't start squatting until 2012.
Yeah.
And I've been deadlifting the whole time, so my back is relatively strong. But then when I started squatting for the first time, I barely got up 135.
Yeah.
And even though like I could deadlift at that time 315 for 8 really easily, like 135 on the squats were really, really hard. And I would choose squats.
Really, even though you're bad at them.
Yeah, because
Relative.
I feel like if I would have chose squats from the beginning, if I can rep 315
yeah,
for
you-
8,
you're best.
Or if you started pulling sumo, you'd already have the quad strength for that pull, right? Maybe you could argue that.
maybe, but I just feel like squats,
Yeah.
it's like a more fundamental position. You have to keep a tight back, tight lats, and I think it's more applicable to a lot of the sports that I like to play.
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you guys
For like mobility and stuff too, I think. I think that always having a strong back is a very good thing. So I like pulls specifically, but I think that squat, I would say squat as well, just because there is midline support with balancing the bar on your back. You're having to increase range of motion through an action of speed, yeah? But it is cool though to be able to pick something up at any time.
I think there's less hip extension and then less lat development.
Well, I could agree with the lat development. I don't know about the hip extension. You know.
Because then I could just do it with my hips high. I could do it for high reps. I could do it with low reps.
I actually think that with the squat, it's more potentially dynamic than the deadlift. The deadlift, I think, is just more pure strength.
That's what I think too, because like, so I've been deadlifting, and then one of the worst nightmares that I had in boot camp was, so I've been deadlifting, I do a lot of upper body, and then we had to do this partner buddy drag,
Yeah.
and because I never really trained my quads, and I felt buff, and I was able to carry stuff and like give ammo cans to other people, but when we had to do the
You
partner,
couldn't carry it?
I had to drag a guy, he was only like 170, and I pulled him maybe like 10 feet, and my
your
quads,
That's
my
hard,
quads
though.
started blowing up.
No, that's
Yeah.
hard though, regardless. Like,
And then we switched, and this guy was a soccer player, and he was just, his
Yeah, yeah,
body
yeah.
looked weak as fuck on top, but he just started ripping me
I don't think
across the
I don't think squats will fix that. Cause like because I've done like sled pulls that way. Like even currently, and I'm squatting 3 times a week. My quads are probably strong as they've ever been in my life, and I'll pull like 2 plates that way, and my shit's on fire.
Well, question though, with that, was the squatting done primarily for strength building or muscular endurance? If someone
both.
could,
I'm
Were you
squatting
doing reps of 20?
Yeah, no, I'm doing sets of 15.
because maybe I think what's blowing up on the quad is a different stimulus, but also it's muscular fatigue.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
right?
but
Like endurance.
it's way different compound to it's specificity.
Then I choose
Yeah.
leg extensions.
Yeah, if you're a leg
Wanna blow your
extensions
knees
king,
out?
you could drag
Yeah.
somebody. That's the same idea as like sled work.
I'm going hammy curls.
If I had to choose like
You get
one
to
thing,
lay
it'd be
down.
sleds.
You have to lay down the entire time,
Take a
and you're
nap.
just making your glutes look nice and your hamstrings look nice. Maybe that's where it's
You
at.
know what's so crazy is that
Maybe another exercise where you can lay down.
nobody
That's
has
good.
nobody has suggested bench press or like anything like
I
that.
think bench press honestly is useless.
It's so useless, and it's funny because it's the most. That's
not
like the
what my
most
pecs
popular
say.
movement.
That's not what my pecs say.
I'm calling Mark Bell right
Call
now.
these useless.
So
Because if I had to choose a press, I would choose overhead
Hey,
press too.
you think those are useless?
no,
Come on, bro.
I need some.
When
I
are
need-
you ever gonna be laying on your back and pushing something?
When a rock falls on my face when I'm taking a nap?
But I think
Maybe a bad first date. I don't know.
True.
Yeah, fat girlfriends.
it's always.
I
been-
didn't say that.
It's always been
Get off
like,
me, bitch!
is deadlift better or is squat better? I think that's
There's
always.
no better, bro. Why can't you just
I
like
know.
that and I like this?
I know.
Or what about just sled? You think getting good at the
Sled?
sled will get you strong at squats and deadlifts?
No.
I mean,
but I think-
maybe if there's some type of resistance because of your fast twitch muscle fibers.
I think sled's
you know?
like one of the most versatile tools. In the
Because
world.
you
But
can
so is
use-
the barbell.
you
Sled
can do-
push
Yeah.
and sled pull, but then you're segmenting movements and
Right,
saying
right,
the
right.
sled
Yeah.
can do everything.
Sled push then.
That's
What about
you
just the
choose?
sled?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
you can do so
But then we
much.
could just say the barbell.
Okay, let's say that you could do everything.
Then we
with-
could just say the gym.
Let's just say this is all very hypothetical. Because I'm a squat, bench, and dead for a long time.
All right.
Fucking
we should have a contest. You know how you guys are having the front squat contest?
Yeah, me
We
and
should have
you.
like a 10-year one.
Okay, me
Well,
and
think
you.
about this.
Look, me and you do a contest.
Think about
It'll
this,
be
though.
our best squat,
Dude,
our
you
best
pull
bench,
705.
and our best deadlift. And we'll add those up.
I only
and
pull
we'll go
like
head to head.
200.
Hey,
dude.
for argument's sake, I would say this though. If a deadlift is the ability to pick something up from the ground, in theory, you could squat to a bottom position and stand something up, like a Zerker squat.
Ooh,
So you
Yeah.
could technically still deadlift in the squat,
true.
which is a whole nother way of thinking about it, right?
Okay, I'm a deadlift with a bar on my traps.
Zerker squats, bro.
You can't.
You can still target your back like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do Zerker squats. You could do. You could also pick things up from the floor. If that's the fundamental thing of what deadlifts are developing, right? Is strength from the floor.
Yeah.
You just pick something up from the bottom of the squat and stand.
Very interesting. All of us have different. Mind blown! All of us have very different movements that we would choose. What would you choose if you can only choose one exercise for the rest of your life?
Shake weight.
All right. So do you guys think social media is good or bad for fitness?
Oh, that feels great right there. That's good.
I think that it's a little bit of both. To tell you